Hello everybody and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I will be reading for Aries today. So Aries, we're going to be doing a special reading in honor of Cancer season called The Chariot. It's based on the Chariot card. And so we're going to see what your strengths are and what kind of energies are propelling you forward from the past. What is your reputation? Like, what precedes you? What kind of energy do people see and coming from you? And what are the two sphinxes, right? Where are you being pulled to? What are some of the projections you may be making about the future? Could even reveal some fears as well. And if you hear that scratching in the background, that's my cat clawing the chair, which is just great. So anyways, we also look at what is protecting you right now as well. Okay. So, and in the Chariot, yes. Okay, so a part of this reading, and this is a beautiful one. This is called the Star Tarot. It's so pretty. Oh my God, it's so pretty. I wanted to use this for my fire signs. So anyways, I just split the deck because I was like, oh gosh, in true form, I forgot to put the significator card out and I split the deck right to it. So that's a really good sign. That's a really good sign, Aries. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle these cards, get you all squared away here. Okay, so I'm calling on Spirit with so much grace and gratitude for Aries' message for Cancer season for their greatest and highest good. And listen, it's been a while since I've worked with this deck. I did a little reading for myself like a couple weeks ago and it was really spot on. So it was like, in a way, it was kind of testing to see if I was still kind of connected with these cards because it had been a while. And so if I seem clumsy with them, because I've been working with smaller decks lately, and so this bigger deck feels like a little bit cumbersome, but it's so pretty. I had to work with it, and I really wanted to use it for you guys and for your other fire brothers and sisters, okay? Okay, so this message is for Aries. Thank you, Spirit, for the message that you provide. Oh, and remember to do all the YouTube-y things, okay? Like, these messages are completely free for you to enjoy. And if you like the video, then that really helps the channel grow. Okay, and if you find that the reading resonates, fantastic. You can always check all your zodiacal placements. Okay, this is for Aries. This is for Aries. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So And I'm going to be checking my microphone. So the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're moving toward this Cancer season, you could be doing it in a very slow-paced kind of way, really making sure that the steps you're taking are well thought out, okay? But the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that there's a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment to wherever you're going. So this is really good, okay? So what is your strength right now? Your strength right now is the Six of Cups. So you're really, connecting with your soulmates, could be siblings, right? People that you've known, people that you've had in your life for quite some time. You could be calling on them to be a support for you right now. So you're getting a lot of strength for yourself out of these relationships that you share. Okay. Let's see, what is protecting you? Kind of what is your protection, your chariot, your carriage? And that is the Tower. Okay, so, you're basically, something may have recently happened, right? With any kind of universal big shift. Perhaps you were taking a little bit too long to make a decision on something or to make forward movement. And then the world came along and went, like, you got to make a decision, like the homeostasis got rocked. But the thing is that whenever there's a Tower moment, that's a really great opportunity to rebuild the foundation, right? You could build back up, okay? So that's what's protecting you right now. And as we go into the energies, more insights will be gleaned on like how a Tower would be protecting you. Maybe this is one of those things like a blessing in disguise, right? Blessings in disguise. Those are some of my favorites, in hindsight. So, okay. So that's what's surrounding you. That's what's protecting you. And the two energies that are like your rear wheels pushing you forward, and these are past influences, okay? You have the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So there was something that you were really hanging on to very fiercely. This could have felt like something that, this is all I have left, that kind of energy. So something that could be pretty difficult to part with. And this could be anything. This could be of a material nature, like some sort of tangible. It could be a relationship, something that you feel like you really have relied on for a very long time. It could also be an internal dynamic. It could be any kind of thing that is actually has a stronghold into your day-to-day tangibles, whether that's having a positive impact or a negative impact. Even if something is having a negative impact on our tangibles, we could very well be, not wanting to let that thing go because we're not ready to, because like the pain of losing that or letting it go outweighs the benefit that we might not be able to see yet that would come from letting something like that go, okay? Now with the Seven of Pentacles, if this is something that you have continued to invest in, right? You've been investing in it, and it's like you're not going to scrap the whole goal, whatever this is, and we'll look into it and make, with some clarifiers, but it's something that you have felt really motivated by and you have really wanted. Otherwise, you would have scrapped the idea a long time ago, but you're continuing to invest in it because you really want to see it to fruition. However, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like your efforts aren't paying off as well as you have hoped to this point. And so this can be an invitation for you to kind of go back to the drawing board and be like, what worked? What has worked? What hasn't worked? Where do I need to tweak the plan a little bit here and there? Okay. So it's by no means an invitation to toss it out at all, but it's it's like going back and kind of auditing your progress, so to speak. Okay. So And what is it that you're showing everybody as you move forward? Like, this is your crest. This is what you proceed with. This can also be your reputation. This is how you are perceived as you are moving forward towards other people. And we have the Justice card. So fair, balanced, truthful, sturdy in your stance, sturdy in your ideas and in your communication, very fair with other people, and wanting to bring balance to the situation. So this is really, perhaps you have some Libra in your chart somewhere, but this is a really nice energy, especially if you're going to be moving forward into any kind of group dynamic. To have this kind of energy precede you is very strong. That means that you'll get along really well with the group and you'll do your best to maintain balance around those things, okay? All right, so let's see here. This is the outcome one. So these two cards right here, these are your sphinxes. These are the energies that are pulling you forward, okay? And sometimes these energies can be at odds and sometimes they can work together. But the thing is when you're driving the chariot, it's like you're going to encounter times of clashing and times of harmonizing. You know, sometimes this one will want to pull you this way and this one will want to pull you that way at the same time. So with that being said, these energies could very well be hopes, dreams, goals. It could also be projections. It could also be fears. It's kind of like, what kind of energy are you taking with you in your forward movement? And this can often tell us a lot about what we're trying to manifest, and whether or not that manifestation is rooted in a very strong place. Just gives us information to think about as we move forward, okay? And so what you have the Nine of Swords and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So right away, what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of worry and there's anxiety about this. And this is very much, I would say, an internal expression. I don't get the sense that other people see this level of worry or anxiety inside of you because you show up so very well balanced and clear, which is really strong. And so there are some worries about where you're going. Okay, fair enough. You're human. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, this is also like there's this fear, but it's also coupled with like so much luck and so much hope. And, you know, luck is really only an opportunity meeting preparedness. So what this tells me is that you're feeling prepared for where you're headed. And even if we feel prepared or even maybe not so prepared, like maybe a little bit of both, you know, like the balancing of the scales, a little bit of both, that you could still have worries, right? But the opportunity has shown up. The luck is on your side, right? And I see that this forward movement, this forward manifestation, whatever it is that you're into next, is really a part of your karmic lesson and is, you know, on the wheel of your life. It's like we make our choices and we get clearer, okay? So this is also going to be a really big learning opportunity for you. I get the feeling that wherever you're headed, that you will have the freedom to make choices and you will have the freedom to learn as you go. So you know, I mean, this can be really self-imposed kind of anxiety here, okay? And it's coming from whatever place, we'll look into it. But, you know, overall, it looks to me that you have a lot of strong support. And what is protecting you, that'll be interesting to look into. And you're showing up very strong, like how you are presenting, very strong. And this forward energy makes perfect sense in any kind of new goal. And you're wanting to invest. You have that tenacity. You have that tenacity. And you have the dedication. You have commitment energy. in the Four of Pentacles, and even in the Knight of Pentacles as well. And I think it would be good to heed that energy, because the Knight of Pentacles is going to move forward slowly, but they're going to be doing something. Like, if they're going to do something, they're not going to do it halfway. That is a part of the slowness of the Knight of Pentacles, is that they're well-intentioned and they're well thought out when it comes to their stability and their tangibles and what it is they're wanting to create in the 3D in their life. Okay, Aries? And so in the outcome, or at least the potential outcome, we have the Five of Cups. So I, just based on these cards, and I would wonder if the Tower for you, in the way that it shows up as protection, sometimes we, or not even sometimes, like we do, we protect ourselves in our defenses. And given that the Nine of Swords is here in your leading energy, there can be a part of you that's saying, well, you know, I mean, I won't be surprised if it takes a shit anyway, you know, or something along those lines. Like, it could, like, the expectation of something to go wrong could be what's protecting you, because then in your mind, when it inevitably does fail, then you don't have to be as disappointed because you predicted it anyway. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting from this card in this position. And given that the Five of Cups is at the end here, that would definitely be that would probably even be more of a guaranteed outcome if you're moving forward with that kind of mindset. If it resonates with you, what I just said, okay, you know, take it, and then we'll learn more as we go. But if it absolutely doesn't, and you're like, I don't think that, you know, that's not how it's shown up for me, then don't claim that, okay? But that's just kind of what came to me in the cards here. Okay. But overall, it's like and that's really interesting for the Chariot reading, and how I was talking about, you can have two different energies pulling you in two different directions. So it's like you have hope, dedication, a sense of commitment, a sense of like a methodical step-by-step kind of way, and what you're bringing to this, for sure. But you could be feeling clumsy along the way, right? This could and I feel like this is a very new experience, and there's a lot of hope here. But you're bringing with you some very strong energies. Why do I keep dropping all these cards? But it's okay to make mistakes, okay? Let's go ahead and look at the Six of Cups. Six of Cups again. Nice. Okay, so clarifying the Six of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Death. And how is this, you know, this is something that's in your strength. Like, this is the charioteer's staff position here. Okay. So what this says to me is that there is support, and there could even be support from like your spirit guides. Hang on just a second. Gail, do not. I am sick of you chewing through my cords. Please don't do that. Sorry. So anyway, Six of Cups, you know, with the Death card here, and the soul, these two, soul recognition, history, nostalgia, things of that nature. I get the sense that you could have like spirit guides helping you through this. Like that's a strength that you have. Like perhaps you meditate and connect with some ancestors or something along those lines. There are people in your life that you connect with that you can talk to about like, your fears in whatever new endeavor this is that you're moving forward in. There's a little bit of juggling here. And I think that with that, it makes sense that there would be some anxiety on some level. I get the sense that this experience is making you feel very vulnerable, like this prospect. However, you do realize and know that there is strength in your vulnerability, in that childlike nature that you have. You can approach this with fresh eyes. And there's a little bit of going back and forth between feeling really scared and also feeling confident. That's kind of what's coming through here. And with the death, what we have deep and irrevocable transformation. So something else is coming to an end for this to come forward. Something else has come to an end for you to move forward. The Fool, Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords. That's clarifying the Tower. That's clarifying the energy that protects you. So this is definitely something needed to come down for you to start anew, because we have a brand new cycle here with the Fool, planting a new seed for your tangibles, and you're doing it with so much clarity and grace and logic. Like you've made a decision here, and this has been huge. I get the sense that you brought this Tower moment on, and I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. I'm saying that is like you knew that something needed to come down, and so you're like, I'm making the decision to bring this chariot on, or not this chariot, sorry, I was looking at that, to bring the Tower on, so that even if it's a quiet tower, even if it's just a tower inside of myself where I come to terms, I'm like, okay, this needs to shift. Like I can't, I gotta bring this homeostasis down because there was stagnation, there was instability. I know this through and through, and I'm doing what I need to do to move forward and start over. Okay, I want to jump in my chariot and get on down the road. Yes. Very, very nice. And I get the sense as I'm saying that with the two Six of Cups here, that talks about nostalgia, but it can also talk about childhood wounds, childhood memories, certain things that you may have experienced in childhood could have held you back from making such a brand new bold move. But it's like a lot of those, it's like coming to terms with and doing the hard work around these childhood memories is really, I feel like it has strengthened you a great deal. And we're all works in progress. We are all works in progress. What was it that you were holding on to? What's behind this Four of Pentacles? What's behind this Four of Pentacles? Judgment, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Yep. You made a very, very big life-changing decision to walk away from some sort of frivolity in your life. Not that you don't want to have fun ever again in your life, but this card could mean overindulgence, okay? And given like the other cards that are here and how you were telling yourself like, I need to bring this tower down, the situation has to change. I know this through and through, like so clearly, that you made a judgment call to walk away and to leave behind a particular dynamic that was about the self, because this is the 9 here, right? You're making changes with yourself. There was something that you were used to doing or used to behaving or used to, like a way of being, that was very hard to let go of. But in order to grow, you have to let go of that aspect of yourself because it's not serving you anymore. You have outgrown it. And with the Judgment, what that is a resurrection. So I feel like you're resurrecting yourself. You're resurrecting your true nature. Your true nature. Your inner light. And along this journey, it could feel as though you're trying to figure out what that is, and it's learning as you go. There are definitely things that you know about yourself so solidly that stay, and then there are other things that need to go. And what you're going to take in their place, new aspects of yourself that you're going to adopt and incorporate into your identity, I feel is completely on the path of where you're heading and is embedded in the new journey that you are on, in this brand new path that you're on with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles here. So you have yet to learn of some of these brand new things that you're going to be integrating about yourself, okay? But this is beautiful energy. This is very, very strong energy and very focused, and also very aware of all the different aspects and feelings and thoughts that come into this kind of journey. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Ah. Seven of Pentacles and Temperance wanted to jump out. The Lovers, 2 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So something you've been investing in. Kind of being a fool of the suit, the Pentacles, the Page. Planting a new seed, being that person coming to grow. It's been a bit of a decision for you to move forward. And with this Lover's energy here, we have 2 angels. The Angel of the Judgment card and Angel of the Lovers. So I get the sense that you've really been like communing with your spirit guides and really meditating and going inward with this experience. And the Lovers is also known as the choice. Something could have happened. This decision could have been made by you. The tower could have come down at some point in Gemini season. So just like last month. It looks as though like there could have been like, okay, do I continue to invest in this even though my what I'm investing in isn't bearing the fruit that I want to see? With the Two of Swords energy here, I feel like there's been kind of like this back and forth in your mind about whether or not to continue to do that. But with the Lover's energy here, it's something that's very, very important to you. Could be a relationship for sure, because it's the Lovers, and the card was also known as the Choice. And then that's coupled right next to the Two of Swords. And then the Page. Making a small gesture. Making a small gesture toward the tangibles. Wanting to invest in something new with regard to your 3D. With regard to your money, your home, your stability. Yeah. Whatever this was that I described over here with the Four of Pentacles felt like a lover to you. And I'm not saying that this was a lover at all. Like I was saying before, I feel like this is a solo intra-personal dynamic. But there's something that you were so bound to. Was there a way to keep both? Was there a way to be able to invest in self and move forward and make brand new starts, brand new changes, but still be able to keep this here? I don't know. I'm getting the sense that the answer to that is no. So even preceding energies have been a little bit at odds here. Okay, so let's look at the Justice. How are people seeing you? This fair and balanced energy. Being truthful with others, being truthful with yourself. Four of Wands, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune again. It's about making choices. The truth of the matter is that your stability is at hand here. I get the sense that you are and with the Tower here, the Tower is our home, or like homeostasis, the way in which we've been living, right? You made a decision to make some massive changes, hence walking away from some sort of dynamic that you felt very, very dedicated to and bound to at one point in your life. And you're like, I have to let this go so that I could build a brand new solid foundation for myself. I feel like the Tower is protecting you because you're remembering how you're remembering your fall. You're remembering something that had knocked you down, hence this nostalgia energy. It's like this thing that you've been holding on to, the Four of Pentacles, has knocked you down so many times. And you do well to remember that as a way to protect yourself against continuing to make these old choices, continuing to repeat some sort of cycle. You want to make new choices because you've made the old choices before and you've gotten very clear now that this old stuff doesn't work. You've outgrown it. It's done, right? And so here you are, Wheel of Fortune twice. You have the Wheel of Fortune and Justice on your crest. That's what you're showing everybody. And then when you're going forward out into the world with your sphinxes, like pulling your carriage, like the way you're moving forward in your embodiment, is that you also have that. You have luck on your side. And you're also so super mindful of the choices that you're making, because you have the King of Swords in a powerful energy for you. You have the Libra energy, right? Justice. So that's very much of the mind. Like you, and with the Ace of Swords, it's like you have all such strong air energy here that is telling me that you know on a very strong intellectual level what choices you need to make in order to move forward. And you've already been doing that. You've already been doing that. And these things can be at odds sometimes with the anxiety that can come in and say, what do you think you're doing? You can't do that. Whatever it is, some sort of crap that, like, fear coming in and trying to talk you out of the new area in which you're headed in order to keep you stuck in the old. Because, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know, so to speak. And so with what we know, where we're safe, at least we know what to expect. New is very scary because it's like we don't know what to expect. We feel very vulnerable. We feel we are in very, very much beginner energy. Okay? Beginner energy can feel very scary for a lot of people. All right? Because it's like we don't want to mess up. We don't want to make a mistake or whatever the case may be. But like I was saying before, this reading has the feeling, the energy of permission. You have permission to make mistakes, and you have permission to move forward. And, the main person that needs to give you permission is yourself here. And I feel like that you are giving yourself that permission. There's a little bit of reticence here, but right here, it's like what you know to be true and fair and balanced and right and all the things is that you need to make different choices for your stability here. And that is the revelation, that is the truth, and you know it through and through here. Okay, let me check my mic again. Okay, good. Okay, let's look at these fears. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Tower. Yeah, of course. The fear is, what if I get carried away again? This Four of Pentacles business, this whole thing that I just described, this internal dynamic, has really been tied to like a fun, impulsive kind of energy. The King of Wands is the King of Wands is a fantastic leader, and I really feel like that's so. I feel like the fear that you have here, Aries, is the belief in yourself, and the fear that you may not level up. Because we have the Knight of Swords and then the King of Swords. Or no, sorry. The Knight of Wands and then the King of Wands. But we also have the Tower here. So these worries, this anxiety is about like, oh gosh, that tower's going to come down again. What if that tower comes down again? What if the new foundation that I'm trying to build for myself right now, that I've been working so hard on, and I've been so mindful of, I've just been so much in alignment with my spirit guides and all the things, and what if it still comes down? And you know what? They call those fears for a reason. Those are fears. You're having fear and anxiety when it comes to actually like fully believing in yourself and knowing, not just believing, but knowing. And the way that you begin to know that you have what it takes to move forward in any, in this positive direction where you're headed, is that you give yourself permission to make mistakes and hold yourself accountable to those mistakes when and if you make them. And, you continue to remind yourself that you're doing the best job that you can, you're doing the best that you can, and that you are continuing to get up and do this new thing every day. And that's all you can do. You take it one day at a time. Anybody who started off in a brand new spot didn't start off as an expert. Nobody ever starts off as an expert. So don't borrow trouble or get down on yourself that you're not, leader of the pack just yet. That's okay. It's all right it's a very powerful place to be in beginner energy. A very powerful place. Because beginners have what it takes to begin. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. So we make our choices and we get clearer, right? This is an invitation for you to really be mindful of in your forward journey, in your forward movement, in pursuit of your goals, to make decisions that are for your heart, like you want to, follow your heart, right? Follow your true intention. And you really want to be mindful of any kind of tendency to self-sabotage, right? So these two sphinxes here, there's these fears pulling you this way and, choices pulling you that way. And if these lines get crossed, right, and we begin making our choices out of fear, then that is going to lead us to a more self-sabotaging place. If you choose to believe in yourself around whatever this is, then you won't have to feel the need to, be sneaky or withhold information, any kind of dodgy kind of behavior. And with this, it's like this energy can be a bit impulsive. They can, they can say things on impulse. But the thing is that they have a lot of really powerful ideas. There's a lot of fire and drive behind their ideas. And so with this, you have to know that you have a lot to contribute. Your contribution is very worthwhile, okay? And it's important to reflect on how you deliver that. And I think that with the Libra energy here on your crest and the reputation that precedes you, and that Libra energy, that judgment card, that is more powerful than this because it's a major arcana. So if you remember to call in on your inner diplomat when it comes to making decisions, because it's like action, reaction, right? You want to stay mindful to do the right thing. Do the right thing for yourself, for others. Okay? Because this is a new emotional experience and it can feel very overwhelming. And sometimes in the face of those overwhelming feelings, we can feel like we got to resort back to some old strategies that helped us in the past, And that's part of what we're walking away from right here, right? You don't have to rely on these old strategies. You got new strategies. So if you listen to your heart and you embrace the new, you can make new choices. Don't borrow trouble by worrying about what other people think and meow, meow, meow. You just have to, if you make decisions in alignment with yourself that are true to your heart and true to your mind, then, you can't go wrong. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Three of Pentacles. So working with other people around this, being honest about what is going on in your internal world. You don't have to go around and overshare, but I think it's important that you keep your close people, the people that you can talk to. You want to process things with them as you go along, because this is a lot of heavy energy to carry on your own. But the thing is that it's not negative energy. Like this, I feel like this is a little bit of a struggle between the old you and the new you, right? And give yourself time to grow and develop to become the new you. See? The Ace of Pentacles, that's a seed. And there, you want to really embrace, if you have any earth in your chart, look at where your earth placements are and see where you can nurture that and really hone in on that, because you need to give yourself a lot of grace and patience right now with your growth, with your forward movement, because pentacles are like seeds, and seeds don't grow overnight. Growth is an unfolding, but you are really on the doorstep of that right now, Aries. You completely are. And you are clear for takeoff, completely. And this is good, wonderful, positive energy. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, like we had said, give yourself patience, give yourself grace. It's okay. It's good. This is good energy to embody in this forward movement. Not all chariots have to haul ass, okay? Okay, so the Five of Cups as the outcome card is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Okay? One of the first thoughts that come in is don't let anybody else from the past come in and sabotage don't let anybody from the past come in and distract you from your focus. Your focus is on yourself right now. Your focus is on yourself right now. And if there's anybody in your world that is truly going to be your second cup, that Two of Cups, they will have patience for you. They will have patience for your process. You don't have to drop anything that you're doing to turn your attention back towards something that may not have been working. That's very interesting because look, Five of Cups in the finish with the Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. We had the Seven of Pentacles right here with the Lovers, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay? So there's some sort of background kind of relationship that could very well be an interference in your forward movement, in your forward growth, because what I see here is somebody who is shedding some old bullshit and is moving forward, starting their whole life over and finding brand new stability within themselves, within their home, within their truth, within their work, within everything, within their growth. So you know, the potential outcome is that. And I feel like it's as long as you don't let anybody come in and take your focus away from you, or even talk you out of, you know, thinking that what you're doing is actually going to bear any fruit. You want people to come in and to help you and to be your support, not be some little like devil on your shoulder here. Okay? And then as we start, so we finish. The Chariot. This is so good. This is such a good reading, Aries. Truly. Like your forward movement is like double solidified. Like we started with the Chariot and we ended with the Chariot. That is really exciting. There are fears here, legitimate, but that's okay because I feel like you're grounded and your sense of self is so strong that you have clarity around when your fears pop in. You have clarity around, okay, here's this thing. Do I make this decision or that decision? What's going to be the best decision? You know, it's like, you know what is the best thing for you to do, as long as you stay on the path and as long as you are like fully embodying yourself in the direction that you really want to go, that you know is good for you. Okay? So that's where I'm going to leave it with the tarot portion. And I'll pick you some oracle cards, okay? Let's do the animal one. Yeah, because I get the sense what you have kind of linger in the background, like what's behind you, what you want to leave behind is some old funky relationships that brought you down. Could have been some codependency on some level, and then like some tendency to like self-sabotage or like, you know, maybe even be impulsive or lie to oneself, and like in having that energy behind old decision-making strategies. But you're totally shedding that, and you're releasing some, I feel like you're doing trauma work or some sort of inner child work with these Six of Cups here. Pronghorn, action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Yes, that is so good. I'm so putting that right near the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay. I don't want this mic to conk out before I'm done. Staying neutral. Today I will refuse to jump into the middle of others' affairs, issues, and relationships. I will trust others to work out their own problems, including the ideas and feelings they want to communicate to each other. Yes, no need to get into a triangle. No need to get into any kind of, don't be co-opted into anybody else's bullshit. You got your own thing going on, okay? That you ain't got time for that. People can trust. See, the best way to get over that kind of impetus to get involved in other people's stuff, and especially even if anybody asks you, you could be like, you know, I really trust that you got this. Like, you know what? I mean, anything that I would have to tell you to like try to tell you what to do or any of that business, you know, you're the expert on this. This is your life, you know. Whatever decision you make will be the right one, because then you'll just know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, not that it's blah, blah, blah. Like, I think it's just like, yeah, it's just like a gentle way of setting boundaries around getting involved or getting co-opted into people's drama. Don't let that noise take away from where you're going. Surrender unhealthy relationships. What was I just saying? Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Yeah, I'm putting that over here next to the Eight of Cups. All right, one more oracle card, and then we will wrap it up, Aries. Excuse me. Oh no! It's already so late. Rosemary, clarity. Who are you really? Rosemary infuses the body with warmth and vitality, bringing security and clarity to the spirit, especially when it has lost connection with the physical world. Rosemary helps you to feel fully embodied and grounded, so that you are better able to remember who you truly are. Yes. Okay, Aries, that is what I have for you. I really hope that this helped. I'm wishing you a blessed Cancer season, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.